I'm going to show you how I use Foxit PDF Reader to share my PDF files with my students during mentoring in a way that is a little bit more interactive and a little bit easier for me than using the Adobe PDF Viewer. So let me show you how it works, and then I will show you how to check to see if you have it already, which many of you do, and then show you how to get it if you don't have it. Okay, so first of all, this is a document that is opened in Foxit PDF Reader. And so what I use, notice that I'm in this hand mode right there. Like I can't highlight things, I can just move the document up and down. So in order to access all these things, I want to see the comment view. And when I'm seeing the comment view, if you pin, then you can leave that open. These are your tools. If you unpin, then it'll close it. So it depends on what you want to see. So if you're sharing a screen, but you're using the comment a lot, then you can just pin it open while you're talking to a student. So what are the things that I will use? Mostly I will use a typewriter, where if, like example, what is my SMART goal? I think I had already typed this, I want to pay attention. So I could, type in here in class, or, whatever I'm going to write. I also, and there's a comment format tool when this pops open, and you can see that I can change the text color just like you can. I can make it, different colors if you want to do that. So that's one thing you can do, just your simple typing. And that's something you can also do in Adobe. The thing that I use more easily here, another comment tool, is when I'm using the pencil. So if I click on pencil, then automatically, if I've got this pinned, and I open the pencil format tools, it'll stay open. And I see that I have lots of color and I have lots of line styles when I'm doing that. So depending on what's selected, so if I look here, I can see that, this is a normal size line where I can, circle things if I want. A bigger size, different color, might allow me to color something in, or kind of highlighted, or, so this is, kind of a painting in. And these are things you can do while you're talking to students or whatever. Some things are color coded, so this will help you with that if you've got some things that are color coded. So that's what this also works. If you go back to comment, then you also have an eraser so that you can erase the things that you've done while you're doing it, where you're working with the students. So it's just a little bit more interactive than just showing them something. And I'm not doing a very good job of erasing here, but you get the idea. Now, if you want to save the comments that you have, where you have a PDF file, what I usually do is I do a file, and then you can save as, and then to whatever folder you want. And what I do is I have a folder for each of the students that I mentor, and then I put all of their documents in there. I put their curriculum document sheet in there, and then I also put any activities that I'm working on, so that if I'm like their SMART goals, so I can pull it up again and show it to them. As we move forward and go back to look at it, any activities we completed that I think that might be useful for them to see again, then I'll put that in that folder. So I know that I've used that with that student. So, and I just electronically keep files instead of the paper files that I used to keep when I saw them in person. Okay, so one of the things is, if you are using Foxit PDF, so for example, then your PDF files will look different. And I don't know if you can see this, but the PDF files for Foxit PDF look kind of like, I guess, a swoosh or a Q or something. I don't know what that is, which is different than the way they look for Adobe. So if I right click on a file, I have the open or open with. So open with, these are the things that are downloaded on my computer: Adobe Acrobat Reader and Foxit Reader. So if you have Adobe files and you want to find out if you have Foxit PDF Reader, you can select open with the Foxit PDF Reader, and then it will open your files that way. And I think it gives you an option to make that the default if you want to make that your default PDF viewer. If you use the regular Adobe, when you open it, file, then it looks like this. And you can do a lot of the same things. So you can, in editing the PDF, so here it's saying, do I want to make Adobe my default PDF application? And I don't. So I'm going to click no. If this were the Foxit, then I would say yes because it is my default, but I don't for this one. So you would just say yes if you, whatever you want to make your default. So it always asks you. So this one, you can do some comment features. So here you have a highlighter tool that you can use, and you can highlight with, and then, it allows you to delete it pretty easily. You have an inking tool. Oh, sorry, that's a signature. Sorry, here is your, I think this is the typewriter tool perhaps. Yeah. And then you can actually type. I can make this bigger so you can see more what it would look like. Here, I'll make it bigger. And so then you can actually still type, your name here or anything you want, and you can control the color. This is, I don't think it has the free draw. Yeah, I don't think it does. Like you can circle things, I think. I'm trying to play with these tools. I just am not as good at these tools. So they're a little bit more exact, and they're not as free as the Foxit ones. But you can certainly use Adobe. That comes standard with the laptop. So okay, so that is just an example. And again, you can save the same way. So you just don't have all the options. Some of these tools that are on here are only accessible to you for a paid version. So they show you all the tools, but then when you try to use them, you'll see what's for paid versions and what's the free version. So, but this is also, if you are wanting to sign a document, you can use the sign for free on Adobe Acrobat. Okay, so I'm just going to close this. And I don't want to save changes. Okay, so I'm just going to close this. And then if you don't have it, what do you do? So I'm going to have the internet open. And what I Googled to get here is Foxit. You could just do foxitsoftware.com or Foxit PDF Reader. And there are, if it says download for free, you can download it for free, but then you have some paid products. So I use the free Foxit Reader download, no registration required. And so when you click on that, it will automatically start downloading. It'll ask you Windows, English. My only caution is when you are downloading to read every box before you check it, because there are sometimes when you do free software, it tries to get you to download other things as part of that package, like making something your default viewer, or just other products that they're like advertisements. So don't select anything that isn't the Foxit PDF Reader. Just say no for everything else. You do want to allow your this Foxit PDF to make changes to your laptop because it has to for the download. And this has been approved by Larry. So that's Foxit PDF Reader. If you have any questions about its use, or you are downloading it and you want to know if you're checking the right boxes, just let me know, and you can share your screen while you're downloading it, and I'll help you through that process. Thanks.